Yo. Like what? Like what?
And certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Gibbons on the coverage.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Jalen Hawkins on the coverage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And they get him down right about the 20. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To the air, May. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
For the Patriots field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as bad as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
That's laid out deep for Rice. And this is caught.
I saw you too.
Rashee Rice, 56 yards. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first.
Hey, do you think Cyrus Allen's actually going to make the 53-man roster?
Speedster involved, but they found it downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
First and 10 at the 38.
They're going to throw. May gets this complete to Butte. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Throwing here is May. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Douglas. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. From the gun on third down is May. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Keyshawn Butte. 57 yards.
What's the hit?
And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35, though marking down officially at the 34. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for our Patriots.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Lane on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it second down and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 68 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10.
What?
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. New England trying to get a place on offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Pacheco looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and
looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and the Patriots get the football back. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And Charles, he's a rookie. He's put it on the ground once, maybe defensively. Now they're saying, okay, we can get this young buck to cough it up 2, 3 times. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, they do tend to zero in on the young runners because once
and he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
Okay.
Ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
To throw, it's May. Now back foot throw there is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's May. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Patriots first down.
They'll throw with May. Hunter Henry brings it in. Down the left sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, 53 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-17. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd.
Mahomes going to throw.
35-yard line.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
2nd and 20 at the Patriots' 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Towards the end zone for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Butker now to add the extra point. pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score.
That time a 6-play drive.
17.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They set up the screen for Henderson. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, 75 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 28-24 game. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Marcus Jones.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Christian.
Back to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He was defended by
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Mahomes throwing on 4th. A desperation heave for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. To the air, May. It's this complete to Butte. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
44-yard line.
Looking to throw, May. That is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. That's laid out deep for Rice. It's caught inside the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game.
35. Patriots 31. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10. They're on 27-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, there's only a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try to come to the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing here is May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin them back here at the 7-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. A solid stiff arm. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. But the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
16 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hunt is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Here's May. Guys, man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Patriots first down. A gain of 22 yards.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll throw with May. That pass complete. Here's Butte with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
The Chiefs 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
To throw, it's May. Now to swing out wide here for Henderson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
May going to give it to Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's May. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's been a long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Isaiah Pacheco. No gain on the play.
Toss right side to Pacheco. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down.
Again, it's Pacheco. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal of 32.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.